As part of our year-long 70th anniversary celebration here at KTBS, we're looking back at the 70 stories marking major milestones and unforgettable moments in our community's history.
Tonight we look back to 1988 when racial tensions ran high and Cedar Grove erupted one night into what would become known across the country as the Cedar Grove Riot.
Shooting, a lot of cussing, a lot of brick throwing, a lot of fighting, a lot of hate, a lot of sadness.
September 21st, 1988, a night when anger and frustration ignited a riot in Shreveport's Cedar Grove neighborhood. The rage had been brewing for weeks following a shooting at the Hot Biscuit restaurant, where Jason Willis, a 20-year-old white man, killed a black teen named Darren Martin with a gun Willis's father brought to him. Earlier that day, members of the suspect's family had made racial slurs in court, and charges against another family member were dropped.
If I kill your child and they turn me loose, and I come out the courtroom laughing and joyful, like there's another person dead, how would you feel?
News of the hearing quickly spread, and then hours later, another deadly incident set off a powder keg of outrage. A dispute over a drug deal leads to gunfire outside of the Pack and Sack on Line Avenue. Two white women, Cynthia Johnson and Tammy Virgo, had gone there to get cocaine when Virgo shot and killed David McKinney, an innocent bystander. Tammy Virgo and Cynthia Johnson ran into the store seeking safety.
I think the anger was building up, and you know how people are, they just take their frustrations out on anything.
I seen a lot of fights. Whoever passed by, they hit them. Cars that go by, if they were white, they threw bricks at it. People going in both of the stores, there was a liquor store and a grocery store right next to each other, looting both of them.
The burned-out KTBS news unit made front-page headlines. Another news unit was pelted with bricks and rocks.
This morning in Shreveport, Louisiana, police are trying to keep the city calm after hundreds of people there rioted during the night.
National and international media also picked up on the story, while here at home, the local community began to examine the police response and steps for moving forward. Newly appointed Police Chief Charles Gruber had made the decision to contain the riot to a 12-block area and not defend the two burning businesses.
In retrospect, I probably would have made the same decision. I think it was the best decision ever. In fact, as I look back over my whole career, I don't think there's been a more important decision I've ever made.
Heavily armed officers patrolled the neighborhood the next night. Days later, KTBS hosted a televised town hall meeting, bringing together white and black leaders.
The purpose of this town meeting is not to attack city government or residents for what's happened, but to try to find constructive ways to get on with making Shreveport a good place to live and work.
That town hall helped identify key issues and helped spur the creation of a biracial commission. Conversations like these also inspired the next generation of black leaders, like Reverend Danny Mitchell and Cedric Glover. Mitchell served 3 terms in the state legislature. Glover was elected to the city council 2 years after the riot and became Shreveport's first black mayor in 2006.
I can point to the fact that incident helped to raise my awareness and helped to spur my interest and my engagement in the civic affairs of this city, such that by the time Dick Gregory showed up and spent his time there in Cedar Grove at A.B. Palmer Park, I was a part of that and listened and learned.
The riot also highlighted the need for more recreational spaces for people to congregate. A few years after the riot, Shreveporters passed a bond proposal and built a 24,000 square foot community center in Cedar Grove. A.B. Palmer sits just a stone's throw away from where the riot took place. For Kate. Tammy Virgo, the shooter who started the Cedar Grove riot, was convicted of manslaughter and sentenced to 10 years. Jason Willis, the shooter at the Hot Biscuit restaurant, was sentenced to 10 years and 6 months without the possibility of parole. To read more about the Cedar Grove riot, just go to our website at ktbs.com/70years.